Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU5 as Sweden. So there's going to be a little bit of change of pace from this episode onwards, which is to say that in between episodes I'll also be playing a little bit forward. So there's going to be some minor time skips. Like in this case, we've played about a year forward, well, about 10 months I think. Anyway, so there's going to be a little bit of changes, and of course now that we are in the patch 1.03, I reckon that by the time that this airs, there's already the 1.04 or something like that. But anywho, we've just completed colony of Sterbotten, so that is now saving us a bit of money. But we are actually going to do another colony right here, just to complete this area. Oh, but we don't actually have the money for that yet. Ah, well, it's also going to be quite expensive. Perhaps we should actually save the money right now, just still building some more burger buildings. So we'll get a carpenter's guild in Stockholm. We'll get a little bit more money out of that way. But again, I've been playing a decent bit more, especially streaming on Twitch, various playthroughs. So I've learned a few things. For example, we'll put our heir in the cabinet. I mean, he's got a fairly good military skill to begin with, so integrating is not too bad, but also that does increase our crown power. It's just enough to be above 25%. Well, a little bit. And then, of course, another thing I've done is I've increased the amount of stuff that we import from Lübeck. So at least the professional army is now, well, it's still quite a while away. We'll hopefully be able to get that before we run out of things to research, because we've still got quite a few things on the queue here. And a few things that are not in the queue yet either. But yeah, so we've got that. It's still going to take a while for us to integrate all of Estonia and Karelia. Of course, Karelia is going to take forever, basically. So actually, what I might do, instead of integrating Karelia, we're going to switch to start assimilate pops to our culture into... We're going to... well, not to our culture directly, but to finish in Viborgsland, because right now we're actually having a slight issue there. We don't actually have cores on a lot of these anymore, because the population is just so much more Karelians. There's basically no Swedes in here. Now, I'm not going to turn all of Finland into Swedish, though. I'm trying to make as much of it into Finns as possible, because Finns are already an accepted culture for us anyway. So, and also, it just, you know, it makes a bit more historical sense. Like, it just, right now, feels way too easy to just convert huge tracts of land into your culture with very little penalties. Or for a fairly small cost, let's just say. But yeah, we do have 800,000 population now, so that's not too bad. And yeah, let's keep on going. We do get the peasant levies upgraded. Now, we've also got another galley over here. We may need to build some more galleys soon enough as well. Oh, hey, there we go. Right, we got the core up there. So that's good. So all of that is now done. We are not making a whole lot of money. Our king is still in charge, and he's been in charge for a long time. He's already 66 years old. Actually, we can have a look at the rulers, can't we? So he's been king since 1319. So that's already 64... Wait, no. Is that true? Yeah, I guess 64 years. Oh, so he must have been king from a very young age. But anywho, he's been in charge for a good while, and he doesn't seem to be dying out quite yet. But luckily, at least we're getting a bit of, you know, experience for our heir over here. So hopefully we'll have a bit more. Also, one thing that I did realize... oh, right, now they've made it visible. So we don't have a parliament in here yet. We could call in a parliament, but I guess the requirements are not met. Unity integration level... Oh, consistent. Okay, so who's in here? There's just us two. We'll get a little bit of money from Norway at least, so that's good. But there's of course the policies. I don't suppose there's a whole lot that we can change right now, especially without any prestige. Legislation of union. Ah, okay. Yeah, we need prestige for that. Question unification. There's going to be the rapid unification of crowns. So eventually we do want to have a or to get Norway as a proper part of our country. But right now, our control is still fairly small. We have managed to spread it a little bit, but it's still rather diminished. Now, I have actually done a bit of test forward, and at this point we had, in my test run, I had already run into something which does involve Gotland, and that's probably going to happen still in this episode. We'll see, though. We do also have one of our 40-year-old daughters that is unmarried, but I think that's going to be a bit too old to really remarry at this point. At least in order to get some more, you know, family members. But yeah, I know that building up a whole lot of towns over here right next to the capital would be the most optimal for more taxes and all that. But I'm going to be a bit sparing. Like, I'm not going to go for full-on just min-maxing. Like, Uppsala is going to become a town at some point. And then we might have a town, like, at least one town per province. But we're not going to have, like, entirety of the surrounding of Stockholm just be towns. I know it would be more effective in terms of getting more money. But it just feels very... well, gamey, and also it doesn't feel historical or like plausible historical course of action, so we're not going to do that. We do have a bit of money that we could actually, we've of course got the sort of chirping over here. We could probably build something in there. Saltpeter Guild, oh, Carpenter's Guild wouldn't be too bad, nor would the Spinner's Guild actually. Could maybe upgrade that one in a moment. Oh yeah, Spinner's Guild is growing in value there. Oh, Advanced Priesthood. Alright then. Well, unfortunately we can't tax them, but it is what it is. Once we've gone Lutheran, I believe we can start taxing them. Oh. Oh, and there we are. The Republic of Victual Brothers. The Baltic has been home to piracy since time immemorial. Among the sailors and fishermen of Visby, there are many who attempt to follow the life of piracy and crime. Among them, Consul Klaus Sterbotten and his band of so-called Zhateliers now fly the black flag across our seas, intending to make themselves rich by robbing all unfortunate enough to encounter them. Some of these scoundrels, the so-called Italian brooders, have now seized the island of Gotland and set up their capital in Visby. Their actions have led to a downturn in trade in the area, and their continuous piracy will eventually lead to the complete demise of our trade. We need to deal with them before they can entrench themselves on our island. We've got three options. We can ask Teutons for help. Ah, right, they're building a pirate stronghold, harbour tavern, and no longer be a core. And then, yeah, basically we'd lose cores on all of it. We'll deal with it ourselves. Annex Zhatelier and Victual Brothers for 4 years. Wrath of the Pirates for 15 years. They start building the buildings, but we do not lose the cores. Or we'll pursue our luck in the open sea, so we could become the Victual Brothers, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to deal with them ourselves. And then we had the clash over here, so... let's see, where are these? Ah, that's all the way down near Gotland. And that's up north. Neither one's all that useful for us, I suppose. I mean, that's some sturdy grains, and what was the other one? And some fish. I guess I think it's also is going to be the one that we'll support right now. But now that we've got the Casus Belli, we've got only 4 ships, so it's not going to be a whole lot of troops. What we can do, though, is we can prepare for a little bit. Let's get the retinues out of Estonia right now. Here we are, and then we'll just load that up. We've got just about enough cargo or carry capacity for these. I don't know how much of an army will they have. Not a lot, actually. So in other news, we could go ahead and just try to get in here. Yeah, that's where they're heading. Or we are heading. And then as soon as the troops are ready, we'll land them to... probably to Zhatelier. They do not have... oh no, they got level 1 fort in Visby. Oh yeah, the harbour tavern, so that provides them manpower and sailors eventually. They don't have enough manpower in here though. And there's 1 fort level. Oh wait, that's right, stockade. Oh, that's a pirate stronghold. Right, that gives a lot of sailors actually, and maritime presence. But we do need to deal with them as soon as possible, so we'll get that underway. As soon as the troops are ready to land, we'll declare the war and start landing the units. Right, looks like we are in there now, so let's go and declare the war. We'll have... oh, actually. Teutons will not join. Oh, alright. And Norway... I don't know if they will be joining in. Let's put in the Annex Zhatelier. I mean, even if we don't get Norway in, which should still be mostly fine. They do have a much stronger navy. We just need to get the first troops in there, and then we can probably transport some more units in. Some levies. We might need to get some of the ship levies. But I think that's alright. We'll Oh, we've got good relations, so we'll lose a bit of stability. Let's go. Land there. Oh. So that's the provincial capital. It's all one province, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So Visby is not the capital, oddly enough. Well, let's go and get some more troops raised up as well. So, first of all, we'll raise the all ship levies. And then we'll probably... I don't think we need to raise all the troops. I think, like, some troops near the capital will probably do. Maybe the eastern US land as well. But that should be probably enough land troops. Assuming that we've already landed. Not yet. We'll arrive there in 3 days. Let's hope that that works out for us. Yeah, we've arrived. They got their fleets there. So we can go ahead and send this off to Stockholm, I think. Join up with the transport fleet that we'll be getting. Oh, they started moving their fleet. Do they actually have a lot of defenders in here? Not really. So if we can siege this one down, we can go ahead and start sieging down Visby before they really have a chance to react to it. We are running a bit low on food though, but I think we'll be able to siege down at least Zhatelier and then start sieging down Visby. I think at that point we'll probably be able to get a little bit of food in at least. Their fleet is going down south by the looks of it. So that's good. We've got the fleet in here. Let's go ahead and combine that for now. And then we'll start getting some of the troops in there. Because the levies are luckily fairly cheap to transport, all things considered. There we go. So that's siege done. I'm going to go ahead and head over here. I don't know if we're actually gaining food right now. Probably not. If we need to take some attrition, then we need to take some attrition. It's not the end all. Oh yeah, the transport cost is so much smaller in here. Right, so at least we'll get that one. The siege in Visby will start soon. Now the question is, what will the enemy do with their fleet? Okay, they're outside of Visby currently. Oh, they're blockading the island port. Oh, good to know. And we crashed. And we're back. But it looks like the war actually hasn't started yet. So let's keep on going, I guess. We might still go ahead and bring in the troops from Rebel anyway. Well, it does increase the control in Estonia. I think right now the max control there is so small anyway that it does not make much of a difference. It'll be at least a little bit closer to get some more troops in there. We can still probably park the fleet outside here just to get a little bit of maritime control. Because that definitely doesn't hurt. Oh, and we got some trade capacity available. Alright then. I think we may have gone back quite a bit. Oh, which market is that actually? Oh, that trade is no longer. Okay. We'll increase the impulse from... Oh, wait, no. We've just lost some of the capacity. Okay, that makes sense. But they're not using... Okay. At some point, I'm going to just stop relying on the auto trade there. I mean, it can make you a lot more money than manual trade, unless you really pay attention to it. Strictures, sumptuary laws. Trade monopolies from... Ah, okay. Oh, that would increase our trade capacity a little bit. It would cost us a bit of stability, but actually I'm going to take that. Burgers will be very upset. But that's alright, because we can then do a bit more trade ourselves as well, which does mean a little bit more money for us. Well, at least in theory. Is there... Yes, there's... How much? There's a little bit of trade capacity that's not being used. I'm hoping that the troops can actually gain a bit of the manpower back, but it's just... Oh, and there's the Victual brothers again. Right, we'll deal with them ourselves, as we did previously. Let's go and get the troops into the boats. Ah, right, no, that's the wrong unit selected. There we go. Oh, now they're blue. It just takes a random color for them, I guess. Okay, right, let's go and declare the war again. Bit of a deja vu. It happens. And then let's go out and get the naval levies raised again. Actually, what I will do... Ah, okay, it's not actually getting full amount there, but there's still at least some ships. And then raise levies, we'll just get the few neighboring provinces in here, and that's it. Troops should be landing in a moment. I'm hoping that we could... Oh, okay, we got there. I don't know if we can get our way with the fleet, necessarily. Most likely not. But we got the fleets... Yeah, how soon can we retreat? What does it say on the battle in here, I guess? Ah, okay. It needs to take at least 5 hours. Right, we'll go ahead and retreat. We didn't lose any ships, so we did get some damage, though, but that's alright. Hey, Navy movement speed. But we did land the troops. That's going to be enough to at least take the port over there, which is going to be our entry port to bring in more troops later on, hopefully. But this time around, their fleets are actually a bit more intelligent, I guess. Or they're using them a bit more intelligently. I'm going to go ahead and build some more... actually, what are we going to build? We've got the... One of the things that we might want to do is... no, that's not in there. It would be down here, the library. But also, we could just go and build another carpenter's guild, or maybe a papermaker's guild, to make more money. It might also be a good idea to save up a little bit of cash right now. Okay, the fleet is now going further out. That is good. Because if they're not here, then it gives a lot more room for us to work. Let's go and get the troops into here as well. And I guess we can sail these up to Stockholm. Oh, and now we've got unused trade capacity. We don't actually have that. You know what, actually, at this point I'm just going to stop the auto trade in here. And we're going to go ahead and import some more legumes from Lübeck, just to increase the capacity that we trade in there, because that will actually improve our, well, the institution spread over here quite a bit. I'm pretty sure that it's mostly dependent on the volume of trade, not so much the quality, as it were. Right, so we've got that. We actually still got plenty of food in here. Right, oh, they are raising some troops. How much are they raising, though? 200. Now, we've got... Actually, let's go ahead and redo the formation. I want to have the strongest one in the middle, one on the right flank, and then a bit of a weaker one on the left flank. Aha, we stopped. Okay, they are raising the troops down there now. But, we've got our troops in here. Go ahead and merge with the strongest unit. And also with the fleets. We'll merge with the strongest unit. Let's go ahead and get these into the ships. We do actually still have a bit of troops, so we'll just get these into sort of Joping, actually. And the fleet, where's the enemy fleet right now? It's all the way there. Okay, so this is going to be perfect. We can just go ahead and land into Zhatelier. Oh, they only got 25 minutes. Oh. That's poor. Right, trade has out of supply. Ah, right, it's the furs, because, oh, they're blockading, of course, the trade coming in from Novgorod. That's what's happening. Okay, well... It is what it is. Troops have arrived. Can we? Yes, we can go ahead and stack wipe that. We'll do a bit of the sieging, and then we'll siege down that location, I guess, and then we'll help with the siege proper. But there we are. Order settle. Oh, there we go. Cavalry power increased. It's quite handy. Now, right now, the siege is going to be a bit costly, I reckon. But it's only one level 1 fort, so it shouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, the troops are going to be running a bit low on food. We could go ahead and... Oh, the fleet's coming back. Never mind. Oh, okay, no, it's over there. Okay. Oh, it's doing this thing where if you... Oh, if an army is going to be moving a long distance, then it kind of flips back and forth between where it's going to be and where it already is. Or where it currently is. We'll go and get the regular units out of there. Do, of course, have troops there. They got the fleet blockading us, which is not ideal. Oh, and the nobility demands privileges. What's the... Oh, it's just... okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. We'll make them a little bit happier. Are we actually gaining food in here? Although right now in December, probably not a whole lot. And then that one's a little bit dangerous there with 15 galleys. Gosh. Even though we might need to take a lot of attrition in here, it's going to be just the levies that we're going to be spending. I don't really want to be using the manpower spending units quite yet on the sieges alone. I mean, we'll still get some prestige. Oh, disease outbreak. Well, that's not good. That's actually really bad. But actually, well, I don't think we need this unit anymore. We'll disband that one. We'll keep the troops in Gotland still in the fray, but let's go ahead and jump on speed 4. We're losing a whole lot of levies. And food is very low. I don't know if we'll actually win this. Because we're taking so heavy attrition in here. Oh, we got a breach. They only got 93 men, but it's still more than what we can, realistically speaking, store with the castle. Oh, status quo, that's not good. I suppose now there should be a little bit of food production in the area, presumably. Well, provincial food is still pretty low, actually. Oh. Died of dysentery in Naval. And Admiral of the... Oh. Okay, so we lost the Admiral. And we lost one of our cabinet members. So let's go out and get a new cabinet member then. Unfortunately, we do not have any more family members to put in here. So we're going to have to go with... I guess whoever is at the top of the list, really. Just to continue the integration. So we started to assimilate in Victual. How is that actually looking out for us right now? It's not a whole lot of changes yet. Most of this, oh yeah, there's basically nothing. I guess Viborg might be the only one where it's still decent. And probably improving overall. Okay, we're back to, already at 7% siege. It isn't very, well, it's 25 days sieges, or cycles. Hey, water soldiers, there we go. We can still get another 14% in here. I was just hoping that we don't run out of troops before that. Hey, successful siege, there we go. So now, we can go ahead and get a bit of peace deal over here. We'll just go ahead and take all of Gotland. We'll take all your money. And let's go. There we are. So we can go ahead and disband these. And we can go ahead and quickly transport the units back onto mainland. I guess we'll just go to Stockholm. And we can go ahead and disband all the levies. We still have... Oh, we've left with 4 ships. They do need to get some repairs, though. But did we actually get rid of the buildings in Gotland? Oh, they've still got the stockade in here. There's the Harbour Tavern, which, technically speaking, I suppose is still helping us. At least the stronghold was destroyed. Okay, so it's not actually that bad. It's not great, necessarily, but it's not that bad. We've got Casusbelli against Norway again. But we've got 90 ducats currently, so we might want to use that to... Well, okay, there's not a whole lot of burgers available in Stockholm, so we don't necessarily want to build there. We do, of course, have the Åbo over here, which does have a lot of burgers. The profits over here aren't going to be quite as good, but they're still going to be good enough, I would say. Another thing, of course, is we could build some wheat in here. That doesn't have a whole lot of profit, actually. Let's have a look at the RGOs in general. Oh, this bit would be pretty good. 2 ducats. Is that the highest? Let's actually not limit by it. Yeah, this bit would still be the best, apparently. Do they have... Yeah, they got a bit of labourers available. Not necessarily a huge population available. But yeah, I think we'll get 1 level over there in Visby. And then we'll also increase the marble production. Just to get some basic extra income right now. Oh, and unused trade capacity. How much do we actually have? 0.16. It's not a whole lot. I'm going to increase the... export a little bit of iron into Lübeck. Actually, no, we should probably still import more food from Lübeck. The profit on that is not huge, but it does impact the speed that we get the professional armies in particular. Also, the banking renaissance is coming from there, but the professional armies is the main concern right now for us, because we need manpower to start having some regular armies. We also have a lot of diplomats available, so let's go ahead and, first of all, we'll improve opinion of Norway. We can do quite a bit of that. And then we might want to do some, actually, curry favors. Who do we want to do that, though? Oh, we are improving opinion with a lot of nations already. Let's look at the known countries. So, favors. Oh, Livonia is 19. Teutons are 16, but I don't think we can actually get any more. We'd have to improve probably relations with them to get any higher. Another thing, of course, is prepare a war against Estonia. I don't know what sort of casus belli we might be able to do. They don't have excommunicated ruler, I'm pretty sure, so that's not going to be possible. We don't have privateers from Estonia, so we can't do the... Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot that we can do right now, other than through Parliament. Not yet, though, but eventually we will. I do wonder, though, perhaps, they're not willing to become a vassal of fiefdom, but it might not be impossible. Now, here's the thing, if we do get them as a vassal, we might just give Estonia to them, so they can integrate that and we can actually get some goods out of it. Because right now Estonia is practically useless for us, quite frankly. At least for a good while still. Alright, let's get some more buildings going. Let's get another... Ooh, Spinner's Guild would still be quite profitable. Yeah, we'll get another Spinner's Guild in here. No, income... Oh, right, of course, we need to drop the fort maintenance, don't we? That's going to save us 2 more ducats a month. There we go. That makes quite a difference. Right, are the ships repaired? Almost. Next month, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and send these out to there. We'll give them the orders to do the patrol again, but it doesn't actually make much of a difference. The idea is to patrol these 3, just so that we can get the... Wait, hold on a minute. That didn't seem correct. There we go, now it's 3. So to get the naval presence in these 3, so that we can then get to Obu a little bit easier, and we can increase the control there, and then we can start maybe building some roads and whatnot to increase the control overall in there. It's not necessarily going to be a huge amount, but I'm sure that it's still going to be helpful. And there we go, the wool production is improved in Visby, so that's now level 2. I think it was level 2 at one point already before, but maybe some of it got removed or something by the Victual brothers potentially. Oh, it got damaged. Oh, loss of stability. Well, that's not good. We're down to... Oh, rebellious estate. Yeah, the burghers are a bit upset. Now, how quickly? Well, it's not really all that quick. I could go ahead and give them another thing in here. So the build rise, that would reduce the build cost, which is not bad, actually. Progress towards plutocracy. Individual is not bad, but I don't really want to use the max RGO in towns and cities, quite frankly. Trade capacity. And... yeah, that could be useful. That would... Ooh... Oh, control of monetary policy. Monthly inflation goes down a lot. We'd be able to tax the burghers less, but we'd be able to do a lot more minting. Control over the coinage. Oh, right, there's gold and silver output. We don't have any of those yet, although we are going to get a silver mine in Sala at some point. Guild investments, innovative capital economy, and a commerce, production efficiency. That wouldn't be too bad. Navy maintenance and shipbuilding speed. Maritime presence. Plus 5%, that seems rather handy. There's the treasury rights, which means tax efficiency goes up by 10%. Bank interest would go down, more approaches towards innovative. We wouldn't be able to tax the burghers as much, but the tax efficiency plus 10% is actually pretty huge. So I am actually going to give them the treasury rights. It will anger some other groups, but honestly that means that they are no longer rebellious. And we might actually gain more money from taxation because of that. So yeah, we're currently making 8 ducats total, which, you know, is still not huge, but it is definitely increasing quite steadily here. Of course, now that we're getting into winter, we'll probably have to buy some food, but it's alright. What's the next tech that we're actually getting? Oh, right, that's the formal city rise, so we can found towns a bit cheaper. Honestly, getting Uppsala into a town probably wouldn't hurt. Oh, Lordy has been founded. Alright then. Oh, actually, in Visby, we've got the wharf in there, right? No, we don't. Let's build a wharf. So we can get the communications down here a little bit better. It's not going to be a huge impact, but it will help. Oh, and there we go. We've got ourselves a parliament. Of course, we'll call it in Stockholm. Unfortunately, no urbanization. I've come to realization that getting the urbanization things, whatever is available, is actually really strong. Because it can save you a whole lot of money because you don't have to pay for that town. It might not always be in the most optimal location, but that's fine. Right, so noble art. We can't fund art though, so that would be mostly just making the nobles a bit happier. Support the state would give us a bit... that would increase our crown power quite a bit, but it would increase the ability scores of our king, but the king is already 68 years old, so that would be a bit of waste. Increase ties with neighbors, that would give us more diplomats, and also improve relations with Estonia and Novgorod. Which actually, especially with Estonia, if we start improving relations there, we might be able to get them as a vassal later on. That'll also give us a more diplomatic reputation for a while. I think I'm going to go with that. And we should start well above 50%. Yeah, we do. But with that, we are actually out of time, and we'll probably return once that Parliament session is about to be over. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.